Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 59.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Hooker now on first down. Flush to his right. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
19, Tiger.
Looking to throw, Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Hooker's going to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 1st downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give them a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. Shrugs him off, and he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 31. 65 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 33 yards. And the Lions continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On second down, Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the Dolphins are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Motion man is Schwartz. That's who is going to change things up. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Gibbs straight ahead, down to the 42, 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Hooker. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. But let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Tua.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 43, here's 2nd and 4. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Oh, Hill, great grab. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense and see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Second down and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Lions
Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
How about this? And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 169 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On play action, here's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Brian Branch with it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.